Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Happy to have you guys here, whether you're brand new or whether you've been with me for a long time. I thank you for being here today. Thank you for checking out the videos, this one and all the other 300 plus videos I have for you guys. If you're new, we're going to change your trading world. We're going to flip it upside down. This is stuff you've probably never seen before. It's the easiest way to trade. If you want to learn more, you need to subscribe down below and hit that bell. That bell will send you the notifications for when I send out videos just like this one every single day. This is our watch list for Lotto Friday, September 30th. I'm excited to bring it to you guys. It's full of inside bars. If you don't really understand the inside bars, you're going to understand them after this video. Let me go through a couple things before we get started. This screen that you see here, guys, is TradingView. So TradingView is the way that I chart all of my tickers, all of my plays. So if you're looking for something like this or you've never used TradingView, you want to try it out, if you go to the description down below, there's a link for TradingView. It gives you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services. 30 days, no obligation, for free. You get to try it out. And if you decide to use one of their subscription-based services, then you get up to $30 off of that subscription, but you need to click that link first. Okay, so go down below, click that. If you're on Twitter, you can follow me there at Mr. Clark Griswold. You can also get in on my Discord. That link is also in the description below, Griswold Trading. So most of the rooms in there are free. There's a spy trade room, a live trade room, YouTube video room. There's a ton of rooms. Go check it out. And everything I offer to you guys for free or fee-based is in that Discord. All the information is there. You can also find it on Twitter, but the Discord has everything that you guys need. So Griswold Gold memberships are in there. We've got private rooms in there as well that give you live trading bots, the Griswold Strat Indicator, and both of those you can purchase separately. And it gives you a whole bunch of really great stuff. So go check out all of that. The members get YouTube free, ad-free YouTube videos. There's a 1-hour strat course that I've created that's in there. A lot of good stuff. So go check all that stuff out. And then the last thing that I'm going to run through here with you guys are the ads, and I know they suck, and no one likes watching them. I'm going to ask you guys and thank you guys in advance for letting those ads roll through. So those ads pay to keep you guys, to keep this stuff free for you guys. So if those ads come up, I appreciate it when you guys let them roll through. Helps pay to keep this stuff for free, and it doesn't go into a paid Discord. So thank you guys very much for all of that. And with that, let's get started on this watch list. So the first one we've got up, and like I said, there are a ton of inside bars. Okay, so if you don't know what an inside bar is, inside bar or a 1 bar, these candlestick numbers are part of the Griswold Strat Indicator. This time frame continuity is part of the Griswold Strat Indicator. This inside bar, you notice, is painted yellow. And a little IB tab. That's also part of the indicator that I've created. An all-in-one stop shop for all strat indicators. And it's really the only indicators that you need to trade. So let's go through this. Inside bars, guys. Or a 1 bar when we're talking about the strat. It does not break the high. It does not break the low. It's a consolidating range, a tightening range. The bears don't know if they're taking it down. The bulls don't know if they're taking it up. It's a fight back and forth that don't know which way it's going. So, inside bars, we look for a break of the high for calls at 98.64, or we look for puts at 96.23. And when we go back and look at history and look at in past setups where we had inside bars, now this is a hammer candle, so we'll get into that in a second. Here's a Schurer candle, okay? And I love telling you guys this. Every candlestick tells a story, okay? You just have to realize what that story is. You have to read it, and you have to pay attention to it. So this inside bar, Schurer candle, is saying, if I trigger to the downside, you can buy puts there. And then you can take targets. Well, you have to go back to find the targets, but you can take targets here and wherever those targets are. But those candlesticks tell a story, and they always tell a story. You just need to be able to read what that story is. And the more you look at this stuff, the more you watch it, the easier it's going to be to write that story, to read that story. And so I like to point out that not all inside bars work. Like this one triggered and we hit targets, but there wasn't a lot of magnitude from that wick to that wick, and it hit and it reversed, and sometimes that's all you get. And so that's where the risk management part comes in, guys. Here's another one. Hey, this one here, we gapped down and went lower. This one triggered, hit targets and more. So like I was saying on that little one where we had no magnitude on it, sometimes that's all you get. And every trade, every strategy has risk to it. And if there's people out there telling you there's no risk on trading, there's no risk on their strategy, it's risk-free, that's not true. There's no strategy that works 100%. There's really high probability trades, and that's what we try and do here, is take those high probability trades, but we don't know what the next candle is going to be. We know what it probably should do and where it should go, but until it does it, and we just don't know. So we're playing probabilities, and that's fine. That's the way you should be trading. It's a probability thing. No one knows 100% which way something is going to go, unless your last name is Pelosi. Okay, so inside bar, we can take calls at 98.64, puts at 96.23. We've got good magnitude to the top side. We've got good magnitude to the bottom side on either one of these. If you guys need more answers on this stuff or you have questions, you can leave them in the comment section down below and give me a thumbs up if you think I'm doing a good job on these videos. And if you think they suck, well, feel free to give me a thumbs down. Let's get moving on here. Inside bar on Pinterest. And I do have an inside bar video just for inside bars. And I sent that out on Twitter earlier today for you guys to review before we looked at this stuff. But here's another inside bar. Calls at 23.42, puts at 22.64. And we have really good magnitude to either side. So I'm really not concerned. So with the time frame continuity, guys, when I'm day trading, I like to see this day and this hour in the same direction when I take a trade. And if you go watch my SPY series that I've got, and at the end of this video, it'll be in the top right-hand corner. You can start there. But we take those trades on the 30-minute chart, but we need that hourly and that daily. When I'm day trading, those are the only two I need. Anything else is a bonus, meaning there's just a higher probability that that trade works out in our favor. So Pinterest, like I said, calls at 23.42 and puts at 22.64, and really good magnitude to both sides. So we'll see how Pinterest plays out. Move on to PayPal. PayPal's got a really tight inside bar, and we've got really, really good magnitude to the upside and the downside. This is one that I would look for in a top 5, and I know I don't have the top 5 on here anymore. I give them out in the private portion of the Discord. It was just a lot for me to do the videos, and it's one more thing for that private group. But all the top 5 plays are within this list that I'm going through. I'm not leaving anything out for you guys, but I'll give you one here. PayPal would be on the top 5. Okay, so XOP is oil and gas from the S&P, oil and gas plays. We've got an inside bar, we've got a hammer candle, and we've got really, really great time frame continuity to the upside outside of the month. Okay, so we've got 5 out of 6, which is, you can't ask for much more than that except for 6 out of 6. So we can look for calls on this at 124.86. We'll place our first targets there, and then we can take puts, because they are also possible, at 120.55. Metaverse, Facebook, inside bar. This one also has really, really great magnitude on it. And I would be looking, if I'm looking for this trade to work out for me, I'm looking for it to go 2 down on the day, because that would give me full time frame continuity to the downside. So puts are the best, most probable, most highly likely trade to work out for us. We could take puts at 135.20. First targets marked out, or calls at 139.40. Alibaba has a 3-1 setup. So these are a very rare pattern, guys. It's an outside bar or a 3 bar. This is white bar is also part of the Griswold Strat indicator. Then we've got this inside bar, hammer candle. So calls at 79.21, puts at 76.74. And so if we go back in time to look, again, this one gapped up, so you would have had to play the gap on that. If you don't know how, I have a gap playlist. There's like 4 videos in there to tell you how to play the morning gaps. And this gold bar and this blue bar here are also part of the Griswold Strat indicator. Highlights these setups for you guys, so you can just flick through your lists and find them very easily. So here's another one back from July. Like I said, they don't happen very often. They're fairly rare. And again, this one gapped up. And I like to go back and show you guys, because like I said, there's risk to everything. They don't always work out. Here's one that worked out really well. Okay, calls, target 1, target 2. Excellent trade on that 3-1 setup on Alibaba. BIDU is next. BIDU, inside bar. And I said there were a ton of inside bar plays for you guys today. So the majority of them, I think there's 26 plays or so on here. I think about 24 of them are inside bars. So calls at 119.11, really great magnitude to the upside. Puts at 116.35. IBM calls at 122.61 off of the inside bar. Puts at 120.57. And again, really, really good magnitude on both ends of IBM. And I'll give you a hint, guys. So I'm not here to hide stuff from you guys. If we have good magnitude, if we have good time frame continuity, if we have a highly liquid ticker like IBM, those are the types of plays I'm looking for on my top 5s. Okay? Keurig Dr. Pepper, inside bar, and that's an ugly hammer, but we can call it a hammer candle. Calls at 36.57 and puts at 35.80. Let's mark that target out for you guys. And let's do the bottom one as well. For the puts, we can mark targets at 35.71. Not great magnitude to that downside. Okay, American Airlines, AAL, inside bar, ugly hammer candle, calls at 12.54, puts at 12.09. And guys, make sure you're watching. I'm really going to try this weekend to get out the weekly swings and the monthly swings. I am out Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm not around. I will try and get it done, though, for you guys, okay? And it's not a guarantee. Might be late Sunday before I get any of that stuff out, but we'll see how it happens. And then the other thing that we might not get out is that episode 3. So I have here's the thing. I have questions with Clark every Sunday, or I try to do them. So if you guys have questions, leave them on Twitter, leave them in the Discord. There's a room in the Discord for those questions, okay? CVX, inside bar, hammer candle, calls. Let's move that up. Calls at 145.41, puts at 142.27. DocuSign, inside bar, but it's fat. The magnitude sucks on it. Doesn't mean that the play's not going to be a great one, but I'm just be cautious of it, because a lot of times we tick these targets and then we reverse, and that's all you get. Okay, so calls at 55.47, puts at 53.59. Etsy, inside bar, calls 102.09, puts 99. Outside of the time frame, I would like to see this thing go down, but that's just because that's where we have the magnitude for profit. EW calls at 84.42, puts at 82.79. We have that red line there, that pink line. That's for our weekly trigger to go 2 down. So we are 2 down on the week. We'll see if we can maybe continue down and hit that trigger again off of that inside bar. Let's move on to Mastercard. Not something I play a lot because the premiums are high and the spreads between the bid and the ask, I like those within pennies. Mastercard doesn't have that. I don't mind buying limit orders on swing trades, but when I'm day trading and I'm jumping in and out, it's market order buy, market order sell. Because I like to be in with that stuff and out with that stuff. I don't like to mess around. I don't want to miss my trades, because a lot of times when I'm day trading, I'm not in for more than an hour. Outside of those SPY series, really, I take my breaks and I take my triggers and I'm out. Okay, 15, 20, 30 minutes. I don't need more than that. Okay, so MA, it's almost a shooter candle, and we've got time frame continuity to the downside. So if you're interested, you can take it. Doesn't mean your limit order won't get filled, but sometimes they just don't. Okay, Starbucks has an inside bar. We could take calls at 87.34, magnitude not great on the first target, and then we can take puts at 85, that's probably 85.60. 85.60 and great magnitude to the downside on Starbucks. Let me mark that out for you guys. 84.07. So, or 84.25, sorry. That's over $1. It's a good range there. SQ Square inside bar. Time frame continuity to the downside, puts 55.34, calls 57.52. TGT, that's target, inside bar, calls 154.77, puts at 150.90. TTD, the trade desk, inside bar, calls 62.28, puts 59.58. Twitterverse, Twitter, calls 43.18, puts 42.39. Walmart, there's one of the ones that is not an inside bar. Okay, so Walmart, 2 up, finished red. We're going to look for puts on this thing at 131.64. Targets at 129.69. The other thing I want to tell you guys, so Lotto Friday, it's called Lotto Friday for a reason, because everything expires, or most stuff expires on the Fridays. Okay, so if you've made money, if you play the SPY series that we do on the 30-minute chart, you should be up this week. You should be green this week, no doubt about it, if you manage your risk with your stop losses. No reason you shouldn't be green. So I would be very cautious of you guys on Lotto Friday. Don't give the market your gains back, okay? If you get some gains, take your gains. See money, take money. And it looks like that's the list, guys. So make sure you're following me on Twitter. Subscribe down below if you think this information is helpful, because I've got a ton of learning tools. There's one at the end of this video, bottom right-hand corner, learning tools just for you guys. It's got everything to do with the strat, everything to do with this strategy to make you more profitable and more consistent. So go check that out. And in the top right, like I said before, is the SPY series. So the very first video that I did for that SPY series, you can go check that out as well. And good luck trading on Lotto Friday, and I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. I appreciate every single one of you for being here, for learning with me, for earning with me. But let's do it together on the Discord as well as on the channel. Okay, thank you guys. Good luck, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.